Mwah! Enchante, beautiful people. Enchante, welcome. Welcome back to the Trent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Trent. As always, I am the Trent. Thank you. How is everybody? How are you today? On this very gloomy, look at this weather. It's a little bit, yesterday when we did a video, it was really sunny and bright and beautiful. And today, it is rainy. Well, that's Portland, Oregon for you, baby. That is Portland, Oregon for you. But today, it's always sunshiny because I got you. I got you with me, and we are doing another food review. And guess what? We are outside. Right there, as the sign says, baby. We are outside Noodles and Company. A little different, though. We were going to do something different today, though. I had it all planned out for us. We were going to go across the street. We were going to do... we're going to do a cookie review today. We still are, though. Not today, though, but we will soon. But I was going to do crumble cookie. I've gotten several requests for that, to do a review for crumble cookie, and I thought that would be exciting for us. So listen to this. This is what happened. So I go over there, which is just right across the street, and I noticed that there was like all of these ladies, very attractive ladies, by the way, that were outside of it, that were outside of crumble cookie, waiting. And I was like, whoa, this must be a really popular place to go, right? And so I walk inside, and there's a young lady right by the door, and I said, hey, what's going on here? And she said, well, we're waiting for our cookies. And I said, oh, you guys haven't ordered? And she said, no. I said, well, why is everybody here? It's not just opened or anything. It's been open for like several years now. And she goes, oh no, there's a big sale going on today. And I'm like, oh my God, I pick, of course, the big sale day. I have to pick that day. I didn't know anything about it. I picked the one day to come and do crumble cookie. I picked that day. So it was buy 4, get 6 cookies for free. So you get half a dozen cookies for the price of 4 cookies, right? And so I'm like, all right, so I'll wait. So I go up to the counter, because this is early. I go up to the counter, and I said to the girl, I said, hey, how long of a wait is it? And she goes, I don't know. I'm new. And I said, okay, well, I mean, I gotta go to work here soon. So I mean, do you have any idea? This is kind of funny, but kind of not. Kind of like, nah, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She says, I said, well, do you have any idea? Kind of an idea, because I work across the street at Town Center, and I got to get to work. And she's like, hey, Johnny, listen, I'm new here. I don't really know. We frost the cookies ourselves and everything. And I'm like, did you just call me Johnny? And she like stopped for a moment, and she's like, I don't know. I'll find out. And then just shot off. So I don't know, man. I don't know if she was like making like a smart alecky comment, like some sort of like deranged Johnny Depp reference, or if that was like some sort of a slang. But just the way that she delivered it was like, listen, I don't know, Johnny. I mean, listen, I'm new here, right? And then I called her out. I said, did you just call me Johnny? And she was like, like zombie, like ghost, like, oh no, somebody just called me out for saying something. Like, I'm not accustomed to being called out. So I don't know, it was kind of funny. So come to find out, the manager comes over. It ain't gonna be damn near 2 hours. It was gonna be over. It was gonna be, she said, well, it's probably gonna be around close to 90 minutes to maybe even, right now it's looking like 2-hour wait. And I'm like, are you serious? For 6 cookies, it's gonna be close to 2 hours? And she was like, yeah. She was really cool. She was nice. And so subsequently, I did not get the cookies. So that's a very, very long story short with the crumble cookie there. But a place that I have been wanting to go for a long time, a place that I've been really wanting to try out here, is where we are right now, baby. Noodles and Company. Noodles and Company has been around since 1995. They went public in 2013. They have a really great following. They have been they are that unique restaurant. I don't quite know if they're fast food. They don't know if they're fast food. They don't have a drive-through. They're kind of like Chipotle. You have that. They're not a real comfortable sit-down restaurant. They do a lot of takeout. They do a lot of phone orders. They do a lot of stuff on the apps. And they do a lot of that. That's what they do. And their most iconic dish is what we ordered. That word iconic is their buttered noodles and with a side of meatball. So that's what we ordered. It's with Italian seasoning. It's with a plain buttered noodle and a buttered sauce with, you order a side of the meatballs. It doesn't come with it, and you have that added to it. And that's what we're going to have. It's an Italian seasoning that they sprinkle on top of it, Parmesan cheese, and a buttered egg noodle with their meatballs. And this is really their signature dish at Noodles Company. This kind of combo is what they're really kind of famous for. And when you go in there and you ask them what they're kind of known for, this is the dish that they're gonna do a suggestion. They're right next to Panera, so I want to talk a little bit about that. But let's try the food first because we want to dive into this. So let's see if this is good. So here we got the noodles. It's really loud, by the way. The rain is really coming down right now. But first of all, let's try one of these meatballs. Okay, here we go. We got one of the meatballs from Noodles Company. Look nice. Got the Parmesan cheese on top of it. Shall we? You want to say it with me? Let's indulge. That has a nice flavor. It does. It's got a nice flavor to it. Yeah, it's not bad. Does it taste a little bit like a microwavable meatball? Yeah, a little bit. It does have a little bit of that taste to it, which is not necessarily bad by any means, but does have a little bit of that flavor to it. Now let's try the buttered noodle with a little bit of the Parmesan on it. Try this. We shall indulge with this. Guys, let me give you a price on this. Of course. The price on this for everything, and they didn't itemize it. Price on with the meatballs. What's going on here? Who are they beeping at? Price on this for everything. It's not a bad price. Was $11 for everything. $8 for the buttered noodles, and then $3 for the meatballs. So let's try the buttered noodles again, because I kind of interrupted myself there. So $11 for this entree right here. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something immediately that impresses me about it. Is that the noodle is very al dente. It's a very al dente noodle. And that's very impressive, and you don't normally get that sometimes. The butter sauce on it is very nice. That Parmesan cheese has a really strong flavor to it. Let's get a taste of this with the noodle with the meatball. Yeah, it is. It's really good. So really nice flavor. The egg noodle, like I said, is nice and al dente. The butter sauce is simple. The butter sauce is a simple butter sauce, but mixed with that Parmesan is really nice. It has a certain creaminess to it. Mixes really well. The meatballs, although they do taste quite processed, and they do have a kind of a strong microwavable. They're not really microwavable tasting. They just taste like they just have that. If you were to get a bag of them from like Safeway or Fred Meyer's or Albertsons or Kroger or someplace like that, and you had them, you would say, boy, these are really good microwavable meatballs. They don't really taste really strong and homemade. They tasted very juicy. They did taste very flavorful, but they also tasted very processed. They do have a very processed taste to them. Overall, it's very good. The flavor is very good on that. I would very much recommend that. I'm going to say that's quite delicious. If I had that, my criticism though overall probably is Noodles Company itself. Noodles Company is kind of suffering from that same kind of, it's this entity that I call the 2009 syndrome, right? 2009 syndrome is what some of these restaurants I think are kind of facing right now. Chipotle, Panera, Noodles Company, they haven't seemed to kind of get out of what the year 2009 is. They don't really update the inside of their restaurant. They kind of seem stagnant. They don't really think anything outside of the box anymore. They kind of are going strictly on the reputation of what went on during that time frame, and they haven't really kind of surpassed that. And so that was their moment in time, and that is kind of where they're stuck. And even though they intermittently kind of come out with new things and try to kind of do innovative type things once in a while, they'll bring a new item out. I think Chipotle brought the brisket out. Noodles Company really doesn't really often bring any really new items out. In fact, you don't really hear too much really about them. In fact, I think many of you might leave in the comments that you don't really maybe even have one in your area, or you haven't gone to one often, or even before, which is kind of a shame, because for the type of restaurant that they are, which I call an outside mall restaurant, they don't have a drive-through. It doesn't have an elaborate dining room by any means. It's structured just to be a very kind of it caters to the mall individual who is maybe shopping and is leaving the mall and wants a quick bite to eat, and so they just kind of pop in, but they don't want to still stay in the mall. They want to pop in, get something, and leave. And that's what they really kind of started out doing, and that's what they've stayed. And for that, they're quite good. The sadness to it is that Noodles is really good. The food is really nice there. I've eaten there quite a bit. They have a spaghetti and meatball that is quite good there. They have a mac and cheese that is very nice. They have their pasta dishes are good. They're usually very al dente, and they're usually very fresh tasting, and I find them to be rather delicious. And I hope that they make it. And I hope that some of these places, such as Panera and Chipotle, I hope that they get their act together, because it isn't 2009 anymore, and we need to get a little bit better in what we're doing and some of the things that we're doing in the quality of the food that we're producing, because cost of everything is going up and quality seems to be kind of going down. But Noodles and Company seems to be really doing well with the quality. So I'd like to give a good thumbs up to Noodles and Co. Noodles and Company. If you have a Noodles and Company around in your area, I highly suggest that you give them check them out. Give them a little picture and walk in and check out their buttered noodles and their meatballs. I think it's something that you will like very much, and try some of their other entrees that they offer. Like I said, I've had their spaghetti and meatballs. They used to have a spicy spaghetti and meatball that I liked very much. They took that off the menu, but that was a really good item that they had as well. I'm trying to think of some other things that I've had there that I like. They have a Japanese noodle there that is quite good, very nice. They also have, not my favorite, it is good though. If you get it with extra sauce, I like it. They have a, what is it that I had there? They have a pad thai. They have a pad thai with extra sauce that I like. That is good there. Overall, it's good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, this being a 10, 1 being lowest of likelihood that I would ever order it again. As far as takeout goes, I'm going to give Noodles and Company with the meatball and the noodles, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I'm going to give it a high mark. Actually, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8. It is good. It is delicious, and it's a good recommendation. So, absolutely. If you're in the Clackamas Town Center vicinity, definitely try Noodles and Company in Clackamas Town Center in Happy Valley. So, like the great Elvis Presley said, ladies and gentlemen, we will meet you again. May God bless you. Adios. Like and subscribe to my channel, guys. If you haven't already, that's the way that we get the channel to grow. That's the way we get the numbers up. That's the way we get to our magic goal that we're trying to get to, which is 1,000, so that we can start growing the channel, building the channel, doing some new and exciting things that we have on the table that we want to do. Just have some fun and move forward and get our merch line out and do some things that we want to do together. So, and we can only do that by you. And so if you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you have, I thank you so much for that. And I will see you Sunday. I will see you beautiful people on Sunday. Enchante, as always. We will do. For those of you that have, and also I'll leave you with this before I go. For those of you, don't be disappointed with that I didn't do crumble. I'm going to be doing that very shortly and very soon. I think I just picked the wrong day to do that with this big sale day that they had over there. They had some beautiful women over there, though. But with the big sale that they had, I think I just picked the wrong day. So, but we will be doing crumble very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Very soon. So, I love you. So, like and subscribe, guys. Please do. And I will see you on Sunday. Enchante, baby.